I'm traveling with Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel. We are in Kabul, and we've just been told by Secretary Hagel the following, that by the order of the President of the United States, U.S. Special Operations Forces conducted a mission in Yemen to rescue Luke Summers and any other foreign nationals held hostage with him by Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. We are told that there were compelling reasons to believe that Mr. Summers' life was in imminent danger. Unfortunately, however, Secretary of Defense Hagel confirmed that both Mr. Summers and a second non-U.S. citizen hostage were, in the words of Hagel, murdered by the AQAP terrorists during the course of the operation. Secretary Hagel goes on to say, on behalf of the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces, I extend our condolences, thoughts, and prayers to their families and loved ones. He adds that several AQAP terrorists holding the hostages captive were also killed in the mission. We're told this took place in central Yemen. It was conducted in partnership with the government of Yemen. It took place yesterday. So again, that's sad news, a difficult, a dangerous operation conducted by U.S. Special Forces in Yemen to rescue Luke Summers. Remember, this is the second attempt just in the last couple of weeks to rescue him. The other one rescued some other hostages. He had been moved just before that rescue attempt took place, and now you have this rescue attempt, and unfortunately the sad news that he and another non-U.S. hostage held along with him were killed.
Yeah, extremely sad news. And Jim, what do we know about Luke Summers and indeed the details of his abduction, the reason why he was there?
He's been held for about a year there. He's a photojournalist. He'd been taking pictures there for some time of the crisis. And held by this group, AQAP, which is, of course, very familiar, not just to Americans, but others around the world. It is considered by U.S. intelligence officials and counterterror officials that I speak to one of the most severe threats to the American homeland, with an intention of attacking Americans both abroad and, if possible, inside the U.S. This is the group that is very skilled at developing bombs that can be concealed to get onto airplanes, concealed in personal electronic devices. It is this group and their efforts to do just that led to additional security warnings earlier in the year and additional security measures to prevent just that from happening. So it's, of course, the kind of group that would place great value on an American hostage and frankly, that would have a great interest in killing an American hostage. And, of course, they don't just threaten Americans. As I said, there was a non-U.S. citizen here in the previous failed operation to rescue Luke Summers a couple of weeks ago. There were other nationalities, including Yemenis, that were held by this group. So a threat certainly not just to the U.S., but to Europeans and to others in the region.